Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Rossum, and today we are fighting against this thing right here. It's a gunship, and I need to kill it. So here we go. It is now dead. Wonderful. That thing did not last at all. As some of you might remember from a a video that I made a little while back about my SSD dying and all my Space Engineer saves getting lost, and on it was this exact thing. Hang on a second. If the SSD died, then how did I get this, you might be asking? Well, I paid a very high sum of money to give my SSD to a data repair center, and they got the data off of it and gave me it back. It was a lot, and I got almost all of my saves back. There's only 2 saves that got totally destroyed in whatever happened to that SSD, and that was one of my stealth drones, and then the other one was the Tyson class destroyer. Both the world and the ship blueprint got corrupted. It's like the one thing that I poured so much time into got corrupted, and it's annoying. Anyways, this video is not about the Stantistol, and that's the name of this fighter craft that has 14 Gatling turrets on. Not even about this. I was just destroying things with it because I wanted to destroy things with it. No, see, ladies and gentlemen, what I actually wanted to do was show you this thing over here. This is the Dancium Firefly. It is a tactical assault dropship, also known as a TAD. If any of you know what the Leonize is from my other Terratech, that's what this is, but in Space Engineers. This is a very old design of mine. It's essentially what it's designed to do is if I press this fancy schmancy button 4, you see how that goes down? You can pick up a vehicle with that hook, and then you can carry it, and you can carry it around in this thing, and then this thing, its wings fold in, so that way it can have more space in a hangar bay. It's got a bunch of turrets all over. You might notice in this world, actually, that the hydrogen thrust is a different color. That's because of a mod in this old world of mine that like increases the power of hydrogen, I think. You also might notice that this design uses a lot of like the old design methods used before the wonderful age of the Wastelands update that added all the missing blocks to Space Engineers that they really needed. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this old thing and we're going to revamp it. We're going to take it apart. We're going to reassemble it with new modern construction techniques, bring it up to code, make sure that we're not getting, FDA'd, denied, and not allowed to serve at restaurants. And we're going to make this thing and turn it into something cool. So cool that it's going to be cooler than space, which is hard to get because space is very cold. So I guess the first thing we gotta do is we gotta get a blueprint of this bad boy, which probably, yeah, it won't, this is annoying. Okay, Space Engineers devs, if you're watching, and I know you're not because you probably are too busy, there's a little bit of a bug. When I use the Steam Cloud, when I have this thing checked right here, enable Steam Cloud, I can't write to the Steam Cloud. I can take stuff off of the Steam Cloud, I can get stuff off the cloud perfectly fine, but I can't put anything on there. It's not like I'm not out of space or anything, it's just that for whatever reason it's not letting me write to the Steam Cloud, which is annoying. Come on guys, come on, fix it. I like Steam Cloud, I don't have to worry about another SSD crashing. If we do it now it should work. The Dancium Firefly is now in our local repository. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my design world. In this world we have, I can just paste it in. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of the modded blocks are just no longer here. Alright, so first off, I guess would be fixing these wings up. So one other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace these with something a bit smaller, just because they're the large versions of the hydrogen thrusters, for whatever reason, they don't provide as much force as the volumetric equivalent of the small hydrogen thrusters. So if you had 9 small hydrogen thrusters right here instead of 1 large one, for some reason that gives you better thrust than otherwise, which is a bit strange, and I'm not quite sure why Space Engineers does that, but they do, so that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give this thing atmospheric thrusters, because the original did not have atmospheric thrusters, it just had hydrogen, which made it very fuel inefficient. It would just guzzle hydrogen like no tomorrow. This thing needs lots of hydrogen to lift stuff up, but it can't be doing that when there's only so much hydrogen you can carry on board, you know? That actually looks kind of cool. It looks like an intake, and then it's nice and even here. We have more thrust than before. So one thing that the original Dancium had plenty of was hydrogen thrust, like storage. Had a lot of it in the actual wings itself, which is pretty cool. Well, there's not much space, but I think I'll be able to make something work here. What? Oh, come on, past me. Really? I didn't even connect that Gatling to cargo. Wow. Past self. You ever just do something and then you hate it in the future. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one. You know, I reckon because these wings are gonna get shot up a lot, probably smart to actually add redundant cargo routes just to make sure that it'll always be able to get to the thing. So now that that is, why aren't these? You should be, that thruster is connected right to that. All right, that's annoying. Let's try pasting and repasting. Does that fix it? No, dude, really? I've had this problem before, and it's that stupid mod that breaks it. That stupid mod, I opened up that world, and now it's broken again. Look, it's all connected. There's hydrogen in that tank because we're in creative mode, and this hydrogen thruster is not on. I wonder if it was like manually turned off or something. Anyways, let's go into here. Thruster, all of you. Oh gosh. Okay, so they were just off. I guess. Uh-oh. Nope. We have issues with these fellas right here. Yo, hydrogen thruster. Hydrogen thruster. You are connected. Why aren't you? Okay, this is broken, dude. What in the heck is going on? Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go If you ever have this problem, I managed to fix it by like verifying the integrity of my game files, I'm pretty sure is what I had to do. It's annoying. I wonder if it broke it on the Gallon node too. Now these hydrogen thrusters are all, nope. Oh my god. Oh my, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. That mod, for whatever reason, just if you put it in one world, it breaks it for all your worlds. It's so annoying. Alrighty, I restarted the, please. Okay, thank god. And that seems to have fixed it. Oh jeez, it's so annoying when that happens. Thank god, the thrusters are working. I guess we can just put those in right now. That's where those will go right into there. Or actually, those should go back one. Should go in like that. Yeah. Rocket launcher. So it has 4 of those and 4 of those. And then it has all of these. Now that I think about it, actually, hang on. I could put in more hydrogen thrusters. So maybe something like this, right? There we go. Now that's some power right there. So now these wings are in relatively like, you know, an operational state of capability. All I need to do now is I need to go back through and I just need to like cover them all up since I changed some of the conveyoring stuff. And then I also need to use the new blocks, the new structural blocks that Space Engineers has added since I built this a long time ago. This is an old build, guys. This was like the 3rd thing I ever built, I think. I'm just gonna kind of go and then I'm gonna come back when the wings are done because that's gonna take forever. And we're back. The wings have been redone. I've redone pretty much everything on here. All this is reworked. It's all like redone and nice, and I'd say they look pretty good. So anyways, these things are now fully A-okay. They are ready to get put back onto there. So all we gotta do now, destroy that, and now boom, they are their own separate entities. So what we're gonna do to reattach them, right, is we're gonna put a hinge right here and here. Then what we can do is we can just remove, oh, I removed the actual hinge, of course. So now that we've removed the heads, we can just attach things to these. I will not lie, it's gonna be a bit difficult. We place that somewhere like right there. We'll just have to go the old-fashioned way of, you know, ioning it up. All right, let's try it now. Do I have ions in each direction? Not forward, actually. So first up, we'll try and attach it this side. Let's hope that it doesn't, like, glitch out. In fact, maybe I should do just let's just paste some copies of them over there, just in case this goes clangly wrong, explosively wrong. Oh, wait, hang on. I put the wrong end on here. I just realized I'm trying to put, like, a male-to-male. Oops, daisies. Okay, that's easy. We just put the hinge part like that. All right, let's try this again. One. Wait, oh, whoa. That worked. All right, so we have one wing on. Let's do the same thing, but to the other side now, I suppose. Oh, geez, I almost just, two. Come on, please, two. Attach. Stop, why? I really wish you could just, you know, chunk them on like that, but it doesn't work. Come on, it's like perfect. There we are, 2. There we go. Hey, we did it. Oh gosh, I don't like that made a loud clang. Okay, this certainly does look intimidating. I don't think that the straight like 90-degree angle here is gonna work though. I think we're gonna have to put some limits on these hinges. You don't want to add too much of an angle because you want these things to be pointed straight down, because whenever you have them going off to the side, that means that there's some thrust that's not being put towards, you know, downwards. You want as much thrust downwards, especially with something that's going to be carrying something. So now these things are almost like completely meshing together, which is cool. It's just, you know, that area right here. So I can do that on the other side as well. And if I went to 5 degrees, I could probably get perfectly meshed, but you never want things perfectly meshed in Space Engineers. You always want a little bit of room so that way as they go flying along, they won't go clanking around, because that's annoying. So now that we have that, we have working things once again. Yeah! Now ain't that cool? That's cool. You can't tell me that ain't cool, because it is, and you'd be wrong. Now, of course, the other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting another turret right here. So I will need to keep that in mind. There will be 2 turrets on here. Cool, so we have another turret down here. What I am wondering, actually, is mounting this down here somewhere. So there we are. So that thing will be right there. Goodness gracious, look at all those timers. Wow, this thing uses a lot of timers. Also, Keen, can we address this real quick? Why not make it like a triangular slope down to the corner, like this block, but on the corners of the turrets, so that way they don't leave exposed little corners like that. It's so annoying. Look, it's like, it's almost seamless, except for the corners. It's just sad. You're hurting my heart, Keen. You've scarred me beyond repair, and now I can no longer love you. That's right, this relationship is over, Keen Software House. Here it comes. Hinges, detach. Not sure what that was. It was pretty scary though. Luckily, Control X is a thing. Alright. I'm liking the look of that. The 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. I'm liking the vibe it gives off. Alright, so I think that this is probably about it in terms of the exterior of the main body. All I need to do now is reattach those, which should be easier than before since I actually have thrusters that work on this one. Here we are. Attach. There we go. It's attached. And in you go. Right there. Beautiful. Oh, that is glorious. Alrighty. Oh, is that making that? Oh, geez, it is making that. Oh, I don't like that. Ah! Oh, don't save. What the heck? Ooh, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, back to this, but at least I didn't lose all my progress. That would have been sad. Okay, so that should not explode when it hits the top. I hope. I really hope. We're gonna be here forever if they keep on exploding. Let's detach them. No, none of you. Bye. Why are they? What in the world? You guys seeing this? You know, how about we just take a moment to go ahead and save the game? Oh, no, the hinges. The hinges. You guys aren't. Okay, this might well, actually, we can just see if this is gonna explode or not. Will it explode? I would sure hope not. Hey, can you not explode, please? Perfect. Thank you. Much appreciated. You know what'd be cool is if I could replace that with that. Now, why would it be cool, you might ask? Well, see, that covers up more of the hinge, which is a very, very large weak point. So being able to make sure that it just doesn't explode when it's getting shot at is a nice peace of mind, you could say. If we put that there instead, will that still explode? Hopefully it won't explode, but you never really can tell with Space Engineers whether or not something is going to hit the collision box of another thing and then spontaneously combust. We're gonna go up just like we came out, and we're just gonna gently... Hey, there we go. Now isn't that nice? Isn't that just nice and covered up? Of course, it's still very easy to hit from right here, but that's a whole entire different issue. It's an issue for a different tissue. I have to be really careful about the hitboxes though, because I don't want it to explode again. That was sad. I could go a little bit further to 85, huh? I wish I could play the Interstellar soundtrack right now, because that's what's like going through my head. There we go. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Dancium Firefly with both wings attached. Alrighty, let's look at this thing, eh? Look at this thing. Very smooth. Smooth and slick. All the way down the line. Just like that thing's so sharp it could cut. Bet you it could too. So the interior thing, this thing is not done. I need to get done with the interior. And you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll come back when I'm done with the interior. Alright guys, once the interior is done, I'll be right back in here and you won't even know that I was gone because of the magic of editing. Alright, cool. That's cool. Bye. And we're back. All right. So it's been actually 2 days. I took 2 days just editing this off camera, and now it is entirely, not entirely different, but I definitely did some stuff with it, right? For one thing, I moved that turret up. I got the turret down there, the 2 guns, all of this. It's pretty much exactly the same. I did a couple of minor changes to it. The only thing that's different is that it works, and it's fully complete. I even have it all programmed. Look, I have all the buttons, all the crazy buttons. So let me show you exactly how this thing works, right? In this mode right here, it can't currently fly on this planet, but it can fly in this mode with the wings down on the Earth-like planet. I'll fix that in a second. I'll give it a couple more thrusters facing down, but currently you have to deploy the wings. And so if you want to take off the ground, you just press Z and then press P, which will disconnect the landing gear that are right there, kind of sticking down from this, so that you can land on pretty much anywhere, anything. You have, of course, that thing, which means you can connect and refuel, which is pretty important in this thing because it's pretty fuel hungry. It has an insane amount of hydrogen storage though, so it actually does not run out of fuel that quickly. Not as quickly as you might think. I don't know if you guys noticed, but over there we actually have a heavy tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and I'm going to demonstrate to you exactly that this thing even works. So yep, let's just brake, pull up to brake. Let's activate our hook. And then it does that, and boom, now the hook is deployed, so we are able to pick up stuff. This is the tricky part. Especially you imagine this being tricky if you're like under fire while this is all happening, or if this is like a combat evacuation. You just need to find a space that is able to be attached, and there we are. We are attached. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off, and boom, we now have ourselves a tank, ladies and gentlemen. So now that we are airborne, let's go. Actually, let's put it on top of that mountaintop ridge over there, right? Let's just say that that's a base. We can use it to repair this damaged tank that has just, been saved from combat, from like in a combat evacuation or something like that. So the best way to treat this vehicle when you're flying it is as a helicopter. If you treat it as a helicopter, angle yourself to fly, then you're gonna get the best results. Let's try and land it on that gray spot right there. That might be a little bit tricky. Oh geez, that was unfortunate. So one thing you gotta keep in mind is when you are flying this thing, it is it's a bit difficult to handle. Oh geez. Oh gosh, okay, yeah, the tank seems to be mostly alright. This is gonna be a legit rescue mission now. So we can try that again. I guess we'll have to just, use it on its, pick it up on its side. That's fine, that'll work. Okay, there we go, we are attached. Let's pick you up, and then let's put it on that ore patch right there. Let's just pretend that that's like, I don't know, a base or something. Alright, so when we get close, so all you gotta do to put it down is do that, press 3, those timer blocks are the things for the hooks. You are now free and clear to get out of here, and then just fly away. Goodbye. I hope you get repaired, because I really didn't do you any favors. So let's just say, guys, you're in a situation where you're like taking things down from orbit or whatnot, and you are unable to slow down, right? You are going way too fast, you can't slow down, or you're not slowing down fast enough. What do? Well, luckily, I already thought of that. You press 6, and it'll deploy the parachutes, which obviously only work in atmosphere, but then the combination of the parachutes and the thrusters will be enough to slow it down, and then you can give it a much more gentler touchdown than otherwise. So then you just press 6 again and the parachutes will go away. And I am testing this on Pertam, the desert planet, because it has a really high gravity of 1.2 Gs. It's showing you that, yeah, even in the most heaviest of gravities, this thing can still operate, because that's a heavy tank right there. So if we actually get inside of this thing, we can see exactly how heavy it is. So its grid mass is 137,000, this tank, right? Which isn't my tank, by the way. I just found this on the workshop and I thought it was cool. So yeah, that thing can carry this can carry some decent weight. It's got a pretty good cargo capacity and a moderate range in terms of fuel. If I was just flying this thing around, it does use a little bit of fuel, but I've tested. Nurse dampeners. You can see that hydrogen down there. It goes down very slowly. It's got good fuel, especially because it uses a little bit of a couple of atmospheric thrusters, so it can divvy the load. I'm going to eventually custom make a script to make this thing work even better. I'm going to give it a cruise control, which is no cruise control scripts on the workshop currently work with rotor thrusters. I'm just going to write my own script. I'm just going to hunker down and I'm going to look up tutorials, and I'm just gonna figure out how to do it with my own script to make it cruise control. And then I think I might give it a paint job, because right now that dark matte gray shadow looking camouflage, it works. It works actually pretty well. It makes it blend in with the shadows. It's hard to tell the shape of it from a distance away. You can't tell what you're looking at there, right? From this distance out, you can't. That just looks like a speck. And then one last thing is I think I'm going to give it rotor turrets. So I'm going to add a cheek one right there and right there, and then one on the back right here, almost like a B-17's, tail gunner, and then use all of those to help just add to this thing's defense. So it's not done, but it's really, really close, and it's totally functional right now. So I figured this is where I'm going to call the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can go ahead and enjoy the day that is now better because you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time in Space Engineers with more of this, because I'm going to be doing some Space Engineers things because I like this game. I play it a lot. So yeah, I'll see you again, some more Space Engineers eventually, someday, sometime soon. Goodbye.